My first Google statements that I typed into Google were PD use in sports athletes stories. I wanted to kind of get their viewpoint on the story and also see what their viewpoint of it was of using performance enhancing drugs in sports. A couple websites that I found were Northwestern, Villanova, CNN, ESPN, biography. I clicked on this biography page. It had a lot of information and a lot of names that people were actually banned, like such as Alex Rodriguez, Tonya Harding, an ice skating figure, and also Lance Armstrong. A couple of these names you may know of for performance-enhancing drugs busted. So the other page I looked at was Villanova University. This one was a very credible source to me that I thought from initially looking at it. It's the Villanova University webpage. Also talks about the programs they're in, and it kind of gave me a timeline of the PED use, and also gave me a lot of information regarding. Um, it had a lot of really good information, and I believe it's very credible information. Also looking at CNN, as you know, the CNN network, they had a lot of information on this. It also was updated Tuesday, March 8th, as you can see at the top. So it's very credible and reliable information, I believe. And from just looking at my initial searches, my sources were providing the kind of information that I was seeking. The reason why it was after typing in my first Google statement that I had on my outline, it was bringing up a lot of web pages that actually included things that I would use in the digital search story. It included a lot of reliable and credible sources on the internet from just using that initial Google statement, which is PDE use in sport athlete stories. I could tell from the links and the web page names that it did include very credible and reliable information with the Villanova EDU, Northwestern EDU, CNN, ESPN, or also biography.com, which is very credible and source of information. A couple more. When I refined my search and I repeated the analysis from number one, I also found a couple things typing into Google, different ways to type into Google to find different sources of information. I actually found the national study. This is from the Partnership for Drug-Free Clubs, which is a nationally recognized company. So I found that it also, again, went into statistics according to analysis done by professionals, and it also just included things such as numbers that I found very credible. And also another source that I looked at was the NCAA webpage, which is actually the Drug Education and Drug Testing Task Force. So I thought this would be a very credible information that I could use. I typed this in. I could consider this a peer-reviewed or a popular newspaper, but I feel like it would be more a peer-reviewed just because NCAA does have a lot of information regarding this type of stuff because they do ban it, so they do have to look into research. So I found this one pretty interesting. It gave me a lot of facts and a lot of statistics as well as the other ones. And then my third search after I refined it was I looked at a web page called USADA, which is another credible and very reliable source of information regarding the effects of PEDs in the body system of the human body. It went on to show psychological, physiological aspects of using these type of drugs. I think most of the web pages that I used did have a lot of relevance in the information that I was looking into, such as the keywords such as PED, athletes, sports, drugs, using, chemicals, cheating, punishment. I think this all fell into what I was looking for, and all these web pages had very reliable and credible information to help me fulfill those needs of searching for that information in this digital search story outline. Again, the results that I was seeing in each specific search that I did were very credible and reliable information sources such as CNN, Villanova. Um, the actual sources were very detailed inside the web pages, and they also created a guideline and an outline for me to better off understand the use of PED use in sports and as well as everything else. Thank you.